Welcome back everyone to Let's Play Rule the Waves 3 as Germany. This is Tortuga, and remember to like, comment, and subscribe. I just, every now and then when I'm doing my intro, I wonder what it would be like to be like other YouTubers. One of the things I also wanted to cover was that the Rule the Waves does a nice little zoom in when you load the battle. And it's basically this, but you know, it's nice. It's nice to have like a brief reminder of how widespread and how the scale of this battle is very large. Okay, all that little stuff aside, we have a bunch of red dots that we need to get home safely, and potentially a bunch more blue dots to sink. I do kind of doubt that we'll be sinking any more of them, but we are putting on the full court press against a couple of the British battleships. And let's see if we can remember what exactly was happening. We bombed a sinking battleship, I remember that. Irresistible was hit by 3-inch guns. I imagine she may survive that. The Bayard, I think this is the one that... Well, I don't know which one this is. Can't double click to find out, but one of the Bayards is in trouble. One of them, maybe both of them. I actually don't remember what the status is of these. Have we sank both of them? And the answer is I think yes. So that's 8. One torpedo hit. Yeah, nothing for a while, so that must be... But anyway, I mean, there was one up here... And then 4 here, and then 3 here. And I don't know where... I'm not sure which ones count as which one. Okay, and there's more up here. So one would imagine, I guess, that we have sank both the Bayards. All I had to do was potentially just look at my video, my previous video, as a refresher. But I don't remember. We'll find out. I know for sure we haven't sank the British battleships here. That could be something useful to attempt to do. Oh my god, they're coming at me. Alright, now let's... This very stupidly, I didn't actually observe the state of these guys. This guy's going down apparently because he's at 5 knots. This one's at 10 knots, which means, you know, there might still be some potential here. Can I click on you? No. Oh, is it my cruisers that are going in for the finishing kill? That's acceptable. And then, yeah, we are actually getting closer to this one. I'm surprised that they're making these kind of turns. A little irresponsible. And V-48, you are not sinking, and you do have 2 torpedoes left. I think we might as well just keep you in the fight to potentially launch a few more torpedoes against the Irresistible. If we are able to hit the Irresistible, that would be fantastic. 36,000 tons, quite a machine. Majestic, a little bit less enthusiastic about sinking her. She's almost more of a problem for them than anything. We do really have some fast-moving destroyers en route to try to shake things up against the Irresistible. So basically, if we can keep our destroyer force going west as quickly as possible, we can push this Irresistible back east somehow. That would be nice. I mean, hopefully the V-48 is sufficient to keep... Well, and by the way, I think they lost all their... Don't launch torpedoes, which is going to be quite painful to go and reestablish. I think that we probably just won't even bother, for most of them at least, but I think we will. And you might as well cut west. I think that everything's fine here. This Bayard probably is still active, but we'll just let the cruisers munch on her. Alright, so let's go down to slow here to try to examine the situation. Moving, and still coming at us, believe it or not. That's amazing. Both of these are... Whoa! I was about to say without torpedoes, but I am completely wrong. S-49 can kind of go back into the fight. Although we don't want her to fire torpedoes at the Bayard. You don't have anything, so you're free to go. I mean, when torpedo captains realize that in Tortuga's Navy, once you have no torpedoes, you are dismissed from the battle, they're going to start just launching their torpedoes very, very early. And actually, this is crazy. V-48 did launch 2 torpedoes already, and they don't look terrible. If Majestic continues her turn, she might just turn into them. Now, it looks like before we actually disabled torpedo launching, the Irresistible... and we launched a pair at the Irresistible, which is also interesting. And oh my god, we have a wonderful opportunity here. I'm going to continue to push this as close as we can get. Yeah, we're going to push that as close as we can get. We're not going to turn away just yet. So V-29 is getting pummeled. She has torpedoes. Where is she? Is she really just getting pummeled by the Bayard? Huh. It's kind of sad because she didn't launch her torpedoes yet. And the Bayard is also, you know, not in great shape. So I think this must be the one that's sinking. These are fine vessels. 16-inch guns, my goodness. So yeah, I'm very happy to be... You know what, actually, V-29, you might be needed, and you know what? May have spoke too soon. You guys might be needed against the Bayard as well. %, damage, but not sinking yet, so just, you know, limp on out. Most of them are done with their torpedoes. Yeah, you are not. You are. Let's get you going that way. You are not. Okay. And then, yeah, is it time to open up? I want to try to get it a little bit further. Because now is the time when it's almost going to be impossible to miss. I see that we have already expended most of our torpedoes here. And you know what? I might get V-44 to launch as well, since she did just take a pounding. But the Irresistible, being as big as she is going to have a hard time turning away from this. So let's see what happens. We have others in pursuit. Looks like those torpedoes just did not strike the Majestic, but that's okay. B-48 is still kind of on standby. Yeah, and 29 might actually be the one who has to close in and get the job done here. Alright, but all eyes are on this Irresistible for the moment. Alright, we got a bunch of people sinking. Not on my watch, not without launching your torpedoes, damn it. It was the other ship which was launching its torpedoes. I had the wrong ship, basically. Out of arc for you. Okay, well, we can solve that. We need to do some turn together action here, though. It's going to take 2 turns for us to get ready, but hopefully we start hitting. Okay, 1. Ooh, only 1, huh? Oh, you're the one that's sinking, but is 43 able to launch now? Indeed. Okay, and with the turn together, we'll proceed north. We might get some broadsides off. I mean, some portside torpedo launches off. Yeah, this looks good. How many torpedoes do we have? Quite a few. Plus we have our cruisers hunting down this darn destroyer. In the meantime, it looks like most of our I mean, we did not re-engage the battle cruisers. I'm okay with that. Look, this battle's over. I don't want to proceed through yet another turn. I mean, another episode of this. So we're just going to give the order to pull back here. Which means everyone should just slow down to 20 at the most. Probably just cruise. Fight is over for you guys. So go down to cruise. And this guy already did. That guy already did. You guys can as well. And we'll just... I was about to say limp out. That was kind of a reflex to say, but we don't need to limp out at all. We're really in quite good shape. Let you guys stay at like 20 or so. Maybe 18, because you do need to catch up with a little bit first. I don't know where you guys are going, but, you know, let's go this way instead. Okay, let's see how now we do with the irresistible. Oh, yes. More hits. More hits coming. So we're looking at only 2 hits total so far. Yikes. It's going to do a lot of damage. No doubt about it. It's hopefully going to give our other destroyers a chance to catch up, which... that'll be good. But it's definitely less than I was expecting. Without a doubt. Try to get those port side torpedoes off. Try. And then see how things go from there. B-48 is looking like... are they sinking already? Did I neglect to launch their torpedoes? I did. Well, that's just a bummer. That's fine, though. We're going to take some losses here. At this point, our doctor must be very, very efficient at rescuing destroyer crew. We seem to do it a lot. Alright, let's start putting a few more downrange. Okay, irresistible was hit again. That's good news. B-43. It's got her port sides lined up. I like it. And you are free to go. It must be such a sigh of relief from destroyer captains when they do launch their last little barrage. Like, yes, finally, you can go home. And truly, they are given permission once that has happened. So good that V-48 is still picking up some flack. Because, yeah, she's not as useful anymore. Okay. And then Bayard. Okay, let's go south of this guy. Irresistible hit again. Well, the Karlsruhe is raking that yet again. Actually, the more important target for it will be this Bayard, though. Start launching. Oh, these guys have forward and aft and everything. Oh my goodness, I forgot about that. Let's give them some afts first. We also have some destroyer torpedoes kind of mingling here. It's quite a spread, but I think we're only looking for maybe one more hit. Four of our ships are now approaching the enemy. Surprising. Okay, V-44, you really got to continue making that turn. Is your rudder jammed or something? No, but you are evading. Not well enough, in my opinion. Evading would have been facing him with your port side. That would be the wonderful thing to do. That would give me great joy, cause me great joy. Yeah, this one's out of arc. Okay, we'll push on a little bit further. Try to actually view both of these guys at the same time. Oh, this guy's dead in the water now. Well, it's going to make this shot a lot easier to hit. 300 yards being, you know, not a difficult angle. I mean, not a difficult range to fire from. So if that's the case, let's just turn back with these guys as well. We'll just keep them alive and drop them down to 20. And that'll be that for them. Nice hard run, but in the end, they were unnecessary. I don't know what S-52's deal is. Finally got one on the Bayard. That's great. And probably some of the tail guys here. Not that one. This one. Can fire a few more. Maybe put that one on ice. G11, not G11, S20. That's the one. S50. Okay, yeah, you. And then it'll be up to my cruisers to take the rest. Looking pretty good. You have your yeah, rudder jam center. That was the only logical conclusion. Her rudder must be jam center. She's not responding to any orders. Well, I think we'll just go ahead and fire this one. 0, 1, and 2. We got all angles covered there. And you know what? We'll have your sister ship fire as well. Alright, well that should do it for her. So yeah, go ahead and limp on home. For you, limp might be a little more appropriate. I think you've taken a few hits. But we've done well. We can get out of here. Hold our head high, we've done well. This guy's on fire. Never a great thing. But you know, this is good fire control, damage control training for them. This is the real deal. They're going to be veterans of fire damage control after they manage to put out that fire, assuming they do. And if they don't, you know, well then, guess we won't really care how well trained they were. It won't matter. Boy, that irresistible is about to get it. That's a shotgun full of torpedoes. Okay, here we go. Yeah, that's about right. Let's launch one at the other Bayard. I think she's a goner. Just to make me happy. And then launch one more at this guy as well. See if any of these strike. Looks like one will. Perfect. An extra torpedo in each. Just to make sure. Just to make sure. Okay, well, everyone should be getting the heck out of town now. It's time to remove ourselves from this fight. What the heck is going on here? What are you guys doing? This is what the AI will do under AI control. I'm like curious to see what they're doing, what they will do. Kind of interesting. Turn together on with no other ships in the group. It's a little bit weird. Now it's true that we may lose some convoy ships because I'm just not going to care about them. But you know what? I don't care about them. We have done enough damage at this point that I think it'll way override any loss in victory points from that. But really, it's not like I want to do it. It's more like I don't have the patience to fight out the battle, circling my transports until they're out of range. So that's the unfortunate bottom line. You have some really crazy, reckless destroyers just don't give a crap going up against enemy cruisers. Yeah, you guys really just got to get the hell out of here. It's a noble task, but now it's time to not be here. Like, very quickly not be here. Let's drag him north. Zoom! We're survivors. I think they actually did lure them away enough from the transports, I hope, you know. Alright, well, let's see how this goes. Good thing that darkness is falling also. It should help our transports escape. Oh god. Oh my goodness, getting all these guys into port is going to be funny. Just do it one time and then we don't have to worry about it again. Alright, that should help. Yes. Okay. Part 4 is going to sink. Alright, we lost. We took some losses. But if you add up the total ships sunk, my God, which one? By the way, which one survived? I'm very curious to know. We lost 16 destroyers. We lost 16 combat ships. They lost 14 combat ships. 16 of ours were destroyers. 5 of theirs were destroyers, which means you take those and just call that a cross those both off on both sides. We have 11 combat ships left, all destroyers on our end. 9 battleships on their end. That's, I mean, look at we got a 10-to-1 point advantage here. We just absolutely have to look at this. Which one? Oh my God, was. Is this a battle cruiser? No. It was hit by 2 torpedoes. It did survive with almost no flotation damage. I mean, available. Almost sank. So I don't know which one this was. Like, I'm not gonna be complaining. We took 9 out. So yeah, we did our job. Plus, they're gonna lose 2 additional. We didn't get the points for it, right? But they lost 1 additional the bar floor. And yeah, I think I did fix that. It's been a long time since the beginning of this battle. Actually, it's been like 3 weeks, right? So, but I did take some effort to fix some of the problems with the French. I guess that bar floor was a French. No, it was. I thought I had some British designs I had to correct too. Anyway, so they did sink and got 18,000 points for the 6 transports. They picked up a bunch of survivors, although thankfully we actually did get out with our couple of ships. But the ship loss differential just too much for them to overcome. 9 battleship losses and 1 that will be knocked out for a while. Now, really nice thing from a strategic perspective is the fact that these 16 destroyers have no impact on the blockade points, and neither do obviously the transports. So we took out about, if this is like 10 points, this is like 90 blockade points to 0. Anyway, what a battle. What a battle. I guess we can actually go back and see which one survived. The Majestic survived. Well, that's fine by me. Is this the one? Maybe? Here's the battle cruisers. The French battle cruisers, so that's obviously not it. Majestic, we already took a look at her. Oh, you know what? This might have been one of the bombings off screen or something. 2 torpedo bombers taking hits on them? Hard to know. But they do have a lot of battle cruisers that survive the fight, so we got to be leery about that. Anyway, what a nice victory. Wow. Wow, what a nice victory. Okay, the Battle of Jutland. Well, hell yeah, we'll call it that. And then the game has the gall to say Great Britain is dominating the seas in Northern Europe. They might as well say dominating the seas in Jutland, as our forces there are too weak. Lose 50 victory points and 1 prestige. 50 victory points. Yeah, it's the game mechanic is clear. You know what they're trying to do? They're trying to reward you. What, we're almost at war with Russia? I don't even remember that was about to happen. Look, the thing I'm most worried about, and it does happen and it just makes me pull my hair out. I think I could even go in and edit the save game file to make it undo this. Excuse me. Is when Russia comes in, it will reset the victory point count. Oh, without border changes or reparations, that is pretty brutal. Unrest level is at 7. This war's only been going on for 6 months, but yeah, we're at unrest level 7. Are we still going to be blockaded? That's what I don't know. Let's view the almanac. Let's see what the likelihood of that is. 10 to 18 to 9. Yeah, the likelihood is very likely that we will be blockaded. But we really punched them in the face. 9 battleships down. I think that the best decision for us here is the Navy can fight on if needed. A compromised peace. Wow. Well, I didn't say we would... what was I thinking there? I was hoping by not choosing the bottom option, although I really did want the war to end, that we wouldn't just get a white peace. But with Russia's mediation, or whatever that was, it ended up being a white peace. Well, phooey. 55,000 victory points down the drain. 55,000 to 5. Great Britain always does this, though. They always manage to sneak out of these. I don't know if they have a hidden modifier to their diplomacy, but kind of would make sense if they did, you know, some weird way, but not in a weird way, but boy, it's frustrating. Boy, it's frustrating. Blomvoss Company has developed a floatplane scout as a private venture. This is just so, like, I'm in the middle of my depression and, you know, post-war depression from that peace deal. And this is what you want to talk to me about? It's not even better what we already have. Get out of here. Ding dongs. You don't want to be the first person to talk to the Secretary of the Navy after they just signed a white peace when you were dominating. Anyway, look, that didn't go as well as I was hoping. The battle was amazing, but the results, we have nothing to show for it. I think it's a good place to call this video to a close. We can kind of, we can move on, you know? We can just take the next war that fought. We know that we at least can hold our heads high, that we won that one very nicely, and got shafted for it. Maybe I should have chose the top option and just pushed on. You know, in hindsight, maybe. But at the same time, we needed to take a peace deal before Russia came in and the victory points were reset. But then again, I could have manually edited the victory points. Back and forth I'll go for a while on this. Anyways, hey, it's Christmas time. Merry Christmas. This is my gift to the game AI, the digital ones and zeros, which form the algorithms of this game. I gift them this this white piece. And to you, I hopefully you're having a good Merry Christmas, a nice Christmas break. I know for me, at least, it's some time away from work for a little bit, which is always nice. So let's wrap it up here. I'll catch you back for the next one. Until then, thanks for watching. Stay safe. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. And I don't know if I'll have another one out. I mean, there's time for recording, so probably I'll have another one out. But if not, Happy New Year.